I'm at E-Lixir Labs in Tempe, Arizona, here with David. He's actually the owner of E-Lixir Laboratories.
Hello.
How's it going, David?
How are you?
Pretty good, man. So, yeah, just wanted to talk to you a little bit about this, about your lab here. It's a really great place, and I appreciate you guys having me out here today.
Definitely.
And yeah, just tell us a little bit about your lab and kind of how you got started and everything, and what inspired you to start E-Lixir Laboratories.
So I started out with the Dharma elixir in the very beginning, and it started with a small beaker bottle that was nothing like else on the market. And part of that was to make a quality e-liquid that was totally different than what we already had on the market.
Right.
And part of using that bottle was because we had the standard dripper bottles that, we started in 10 mils in the beginning in plastic, and then started moving towards the glass and 30 mils. So
right.
we changed something different to make, so there was some sort of, like, hey, what is this bottle? Like, you saw it before, and people said, wow, this is interesting. This flavor is totally different than what we probably had too. So that's kind of how we started in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then moved into taking the same quality of liquid and taking that same type of continuity and production process and moving that into helping other companies make their own lines.
Nice. You guys got quite a few lines now. I mean, how many lines do you guys have total right now?
Currently, we're doing 15 different lines.
Wow. Wow. So you guys are growing pretty quick here. I mean, and on a local market too. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we started the lab in March of last year.
Oh, nice.
And so in the process, each time we've had a new customer come in, it's always been they've come from somewhere else, just because the product that we make here and the way we do things are a little different.
Yeah.
I mean, e-liquid is e-liquid.
Right.
However, we wanted to change up the process and make it so that you experience something different in every bottle.
Right, right.
So
something to stand out. I mean, when somebody vapes it, it's not just the same old juice. It's
exactly
something they can remember.
And we try to steer away from what is standard.
Right.
In the E-Lixir family, we're always looking. We're constantly R&Ding with the companies that are currently in the lab now.
Oh, nice.
So they do a collective, like they see what's on the market and what's constantly moving. And a lot of these guys come up with their own ideas, but we help them along the way as well. They start from something very small, and we're not a very big lab by any means in relation to some of the other national brands that are out there.
Right.
But we focus primarily on doing things differently.
Right, right.
And working as a whole, and that's kind of the term we use here is the E-Lixir family.
Right.
So no one's in there we don't just manufacture just for them and say we're just making this product for you.
Yeah.
We try to work together as a team collectively as a family, and we still work that way today.
So basically, when a new client comes to you, first of all, you're pretty picky when it comes to just bringing anybody on. You want to make sure that there's a good relationship, therefore you kind of know that your long-term business relationship's going to be strong.
Of course. It's not about we don't have the mindset of we need to push bottles out there and keep the goal behind E-Lixir is for longevity. So the more success they receive in their business, we receive the same success.
Nice.
And in order for that to work, there has to be a positive relationship.
Yeah, that's great.
So we tend to put that into everything we do. Our quality control, our standards, and the continuity that we do among all the brands, no matter how many we're making. So yes, we have grown tremendously on a local level. All of our companies in the lab are local brands.
Right.
So, and we prefer that we cater to who is in the valley now. And we're always more than welcome to take on any new customer.
Yeah.
But again, that relationship that sometimes things don't work out. Sometimes they're looking for something that we're not looking for.
Right, right.
And by all means, we push as much positive effort in everything that we make for them.
Yeah.
Whether they're a new customer or whether they've been here for a long time.
Yeah.
We all work together.
That's great. Yeah, I've seen, being that you guys, haven't even been, manufacturing for that long relative to some of the other companies out there.
Yep.
I've seen your juice in many stores around the valley, which is absolutely amazing. And I can't tell you how many hand checks I've seen of, some of these brands on Instagram and Facebook. And it's really cool to see a company right here in the valley just, growing like that. And I mean, you guys came out to Vapor Dynasty Expo, were the diamond sponsor in 2016, which was awesome.
Right.
Really shows your hunger out there to, you know, get your product out there and get new clients and everything. And now you guys are coming out to San Antonio, Texas in 2017, which is awesome. So what are your plans as far as moving from Arizona to go to the Texas market? What exactly are you guys kind of going after out there?
So when we took on the diamond sponsorship in Mesa for 2016,
Right.
the primary goal for that was to have the local companies that pretty much know who these companies are that we manufacture for. They're in, you know, the shops range in miles of each other sometimes. So the purpose at Mesa was to help them understand, like, hey, these are local guys here. There shouldn't be any reason why we're not selling a local product within the valley. So the more that they're actually, you know, putting them in other shops that are within the valley before they move outwards to other states, it shows, hey, we're a local product. We're made by a local lab, and we support the local businesses before they start saying we need to push product out everywhere else.
Yeah.
So now going into San Antonio, we're now that we've grown as big as we have, going to San Antonio will allow the people to say, well, I've never seen this product before. I've never tried it. And this is amazing. It's coming from all these, you know, it's not, like California was the same way.
Right.
So many different companies within California, which is great. And they pushed out their market to the rest of the United States. That's what we're trying to do now.
That's awesome.
So hopefully San Antonio will open doors for, hey, I've never tried this. I'd love to try this. How can we put this in our shop?
Yeah, you guys have an amazing line. Now, as far as the sampling and stuff goes, what you guys are going to be doing in San Antonio, maybe you want to tell everybody kind of what you did here in 2016 for the Mesa show, kind of what your plans are as far as your sampling goes, and you know how effective that was, and how everybody took that.
So for the show in 2016, we had to figure out a way, of course the deeming regulations with the FDA and so forth, how we'd be able to allow people to try all the different flavors we had. So we designed a card to put everyone's product on the card and allow them to go by and try everything. And then the card was $1.
Right.
And we took that money and we donated all the money that we received from the sampling cards to the St. Mary's food bank.
Oh, wow.
Because, you know, it was during Thanksgiving time. We wanted to make sure we could help families eat that, you know, Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So we took all the donations that we got from those cards and we donated them so that... And this show for San Antonio will do the exact same thing. It allowed the customer to try all the juices that we had and be able to give back.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, it's great to see a good local company, you know, coming up with a creative way to do sampling. I mean, everybody seems to be trying to figure out this whole sampling thing. You guys came up with an amazing way, but not only were successful at it, but you figured out a great charity to actually put that money towards. That's, you know, that's awesome.
And we're a local community. I mean, we're a local brand, local lab. So we had to figure out, and there's stigma behind e-liquid now. Vaping has been, we're going through a lot of hurdles, right? So being able to give back in one way or another, despite what anybody else's thoughts are on e-liquid, helped us give back to the community. And it was a great time for him because the show was during Thanksgiving, so it helped us out a lot.
That's great. Well, David, again, I really appreciate you having me out here.
Of course.
And so basically, I mean, if somebody wants to be a partner or join the E-Lixir family, they can just contact you guys and get started, or is there like an application process, or how do you guys go about doing all that?
Really, we like to meet everybody that comes in, especially a new customer. But we'll be in the San Antonio show for sure. And so, however they want to, you know, communicate with us, reach out before the show comes on.
Okay.
They can give us a call, and we'll reach out and give them all the information they need. We're always happy to take on a new customer. Nice.
So you guys aren't just selling juice. You'll have juice for sale there, but you're also going to be open to clients as far as manufacturing and doing partnerships with them. That's great.
Again, we're a lab. We're not the largest lab. We're not by any means close to anything on the national level, but our goal is to go that direction.
That's awesome.
So we're always open to new customers, new ideas, new ways of moving forward. Like, again, we had so many obstacles coming forth for this next year in vaping. So we're open to everything.
Great. And E-Lixir Labs will actually have their contact information below in the description of this video. So if you're looking to become part of the E-Lixir family or have any questions for David, feel free to go ahead and contact him directly.
Definitely.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, David.
Thanks again.
All right. All right. Take care. Thank you.